After months of nausea and sticker shock from my Ozempic prescription, I was ready to give up. The miracle weight loss drug felt more like a punishment, so I tried something different. This is how I stepped away from the prescription and used 5 simple foods to get better, more sustainable results. The promise of Ozempic is a magic bullet, a weekly shot that melts off the pounds. And for a while, it worked. The number on the scale was moving, but the day-to-day reality was a different story. First, the cost is incredibly high, and fighting with insurance for coverage is a constant stress. But what really wore me down were the side effects. A persistent, nagging nausea became my new normal. On bad days, I dreaded my favorite foods. I was bloated, my stomach hurt, and had a general feeling of being unwell that wouldn't go away. I remember looking in the mirror thinking, is this what healthy feels like? I was losing weight, but I wasn't gaining health. My energy was gone, and I lived with the fear of what happens when I stop. The thought of the rebound weight gain was terrifying. I wasn't in the driver's seat of my health journey anymore. The medication was. I knew I couldn't live like that. The final straw was a week where I was so nauseous I could barely eat. Looking in the mirror, I saw someone smaller, but also exhausted and sick. In that moment of frustration, I knew there had to be a better way to lose weight without sacrificing my well-being. So I started researching. How does Ozempic actually work? It turns out you don't need a pharmacy to tap into GLP-1. You just need a grocery list. These 5 foods became the foundation of my new routine. First, I overhauled my breakfast. I used to grab quick carbs, leading to a mid-morning crash and constant snacking. I swapped that for eggs, 2 or 3 scrambled, boiled, or in a spinach omelet. Eggs are packed with high-quality protein and healthy fats, both powerful triggers for GLP-1. A protein-heavy breakfast keeps you full and reduces hunger throughout the day. For me, this was a game changer. The constant food noise and cravings stopped. The protein kept me satisfied until lunch, and my blood sugar felt stable, ending the energy dips that used to cause snacking. Next up, avocado. It became a non-negotiable part of my day. I'd add half an avocado to my lunch salad, on whole grain toast with my eggs, or in a smoothie. Avocados have a magic mix of heart-healthy fats and fiber. These fats stimulate GLP-1 and slow down how fast your stomach empties, so you feel full much longer. The afternoon was always my biggest challenge, when cravings would hit hard. My new secret weapon was a strategic handful of nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, and a chia flax mix. This wasn't mindless grazing. It was a targeted attack on hunger. Nuts and seeds contain a trio of protein, healthy fats, and fiber, a combination that works wonders for stimulating GLP-1. The fiber slows digestion, while the healthy fats support the process. This simple snack stopped my afternoon binging. Instead of frantic hunger, I felt a calm satisfaction that let me stay in control. I used to think of beans, lentils, and chickpeas as a boring side dish. Now, they're the star. I swapped refined carbs like white rice for legumes, making lentil soup for the week, or tossing black beans into salads. Legumes are one of the best foods for managing weight. They're loaded with soluble fiber and plant-based protein. In your gut, this fiber forms a gel that dramatically slows digestion, a major trigger for GLP-1 that makes you feel full for hours. This was a huge breakthrough. I could create filling meals on fewer calories. The weight started coming off again, and I felt nourished and strong, not starved. My last swap was simple but effective. Front-loading meals with high-fiber produce like broccoli and apples. Before my main course, I'd eat a bowl of steamed broccoli or a whole apple. This works in 2 ways. First, these foods physically fill your stomach with low-calorie fiber and water. But the real magic is hormonal. The change has been life-changing. The weight loss wasn't as fast as on Ozempic, but it was steady and felt real. The number on the scale went down, but that was just part of the story. The constant nausea and bloating? Gone. My energy, which had been in the gutter, was suddenly high all day. I slept better and woke up feeling rested. I wasn't just losing weight. I was building health. I felt strong, capable, and in control, an active participant in my own well-being. Showing up for myself in the kitchen gave me confidence that carried over into every part of my life. If my story sounds familiar, if you're sick of the side effects, the cost, or feeling dependent on a prescription, I hope you'll explore this. You don't have to do it all at once. Just start with one food. Try adding eggs to your breakfast for a week and see how you feel. I would love to hear from you. Subscribe for more tips on natural health, and please share your story in the comments. Have you tried these foods? What has your journey been like? The more we share, the more we learn. So to recap, the 5 foods were eggs, avocados, nuts and seeds, legumes, and high-fiber veggies and fruits. This isn't a restrictive diet. It's about adding powerful foods that work with your body. It's about making choices that lead to long-term health, not just a temporary number on a scale. Imagine feeling energetic and in control of your hunger without debilitating side effects or a drained bank account. It is possible. You have the power to change your health, and it can start with your next meal. Thanks for watching.